just a brief video to see if everything's reversed again. We'll find out. Alright, that's good. It's not reversed, except when I look into the camera. It doesn't get reversed on playback, so when I rub my left eye, you'll be able to see it proper way in the camera. That's good. And of course, you can see the Enterprise behind me. That's the autographed Enterprise, and the 1400 scale Enterprise B, which I'm still planning to create some kind of construct space for, and that'll be probably part 12B of the video. And of course you can see the two paints I picked up for Voyager. There's the clear blue X23 from Tamiya, and of course the model color from Vallejo, the royal blue, and the old standby, which is the blue sapphire. Now I have plenty of index cards here, as you can see, where I can test out the different blues and see which one will be best used to do the detail painting in here on Voyager for the part on the Revell instructions that lists where the blue should go, which is only a couple places. So anyway, that's all for now, and see you later. Hello there, it's Sean, and this is the next part of the Voyager painting, not the Voyager build. So you can see from the guide, you still have some parts to paint in here. And I have to check the guide for a moment. But if you look at the very back of the shuttle bay, you're going to see that there are no decals for that. Which means the back of the ship right in here has to be painted white, just like the other windows. Now, there are actually two individual windows in each of the three segments here. So I'm going to have to paint those with my finest brush, white of course, and finish the second coat on the phasers. So you can see here, it needs the second coat, but you want to be very careful that you don't paint. I mean, this side's pretty good. You don't want to paint too much on top, or you have to scrape it off the hull again. So I gotta make sure that I use my finest brush again for that, which is it's one of these two. These are brushes I got from the Michaels store. The brand is called Princeton. You can see there. So this is an 18/0. And this one is, well, it's also an 18/0, but one seems to have a finer point than the other. So that's what I'm going to use to finish the phasers with. I've got the flat earth for the phasers, as you can see. And if I'm not mistaken, on Voyager's box, well, it doesn't mention a flat earth there, but that's okay. And I'll show you the tiny bit of decals I have left. These are the only decals I have left. A few stripes, dark windows, the sensor pallets that go along the side, as you can see above my finger there, and the 6 red triangles above my finger that go onto the they go around the deflector dish. See, they go around there and they all point inward, so the point goes in there. So those are the finishing touches for this Voyager. And then of course there's the Landing Legs Voyager, which needs the docking ports installed, front, and both sides. And that is about it. I mean, it might have a few little pieces up here, but you can see here what the finished front sensor pallet looks like. And I can see that experimenting with the portrait mode, it shows that you really want to have it for far away viewing. You get too close and it gets blurry. So I'll make sure to do that from now on. So that's all for now. And we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye. All right, that's good. It's not reversed, except when I look into the camera. It doesn't get reversed on playback, so when I rub my left eye, you'll be able to see it proper way in the camera. That's good. And of course, you can see the Enterprise behind me. That's the autographed Enterprise, and the 1400 scale Enterprise B, which I'm still planning to create some kind of construct space for, and that'll be probably part 12B of the video. And of course you can see the two paints I picked up for Voyager. There's the clear blue X23 from Tamiya, and of course the model color from Vallejo, the royal blue, and the old standby, which is the blue sapphire. Now I have plenty of index cards here, as you can see, where I can test out the different blues and see which one will be best used to do the detail painting in here on Voyager for the part on the Revell instructions that lists where the blue should go, which is only a couple places. So anyway, that's all for now, and see you later. Short video to finish up the week on Voyager. I've done the final detail painting on the phasers. That's why they're resting like that on their side, so that I can let the paint dry and let gravity pull it towards the center of the phaser strip so it doesn't spread out onto the hull. I flipped it around the other way earlier in the week. You might have seen that. And that's about all I got done on Voyager this week. I mean, I did touch everything up with the blue sapphire in the central sensor palette on the top of the hull. I did do that. And so next week I'm going to actually start on the painting on the, you see right there? Well, let me zoom in. Right there, I have to do the coloring. I have to do it with the main Voyager hull color, use the Revell guide to see what colors they'll be, have to do the detail painting on the shuttle bay windows at the back, do the sensor palette on the other side. And once I've done that detail painting, then I can do the phaser top horseshoes and anything else that might be needed here. So let me just carefully run this. I don't know if that's making it worse or better. Clean it up a little bit. That's better. Well, that just took a whole bunch of paint off. Well, I used a toothpick to touch it up, which I probably should have done in the first place. So we'll see how that works. And if anything goes wrong, the dark ghost gray is the exact shade in bottle paint as the light ghost gray of the Voyager hull. So that is actually what you use. Alright, so I've got the dark and light ghost gray to touch up Voyager. I took the thumbnail for this week, which is Voyager in this configuration. And we'll see you here next time. Oh, and one more thing. Because I used Microsol and Microset on the top bridge escape pods, I did not have to approximate them like I did with Voyager on the stand. You can see how the numbers on there are a bit more prominent. And you can see how this has the pearlescent on all those little panels. I'm not doing it on this Voyager, although I might go over it with the toothpick and the very light, like dove gray. I might do that. All right. So, see you here next time. Bye-bye.